Happy Monday, Eagles Nation. We're back. Stephen Hellmann here alongside Tom Aresco of ViewsFromTheLincTV Weekly Chirp. Sorry, we did not get Bird Buzz out last week, or the game preview, or, but we had a busy week. We had a busy week, guys, and some of you guys know we're out here in Los Angeles now. Moved down here about 2 months ago to do our screenwriting, pursue that dream. And this week, one of our sitcoms got picked up to be produced as a pilot. So, we're getting that in motion now. So we're piped up. We're piped up.
And we're pretty busy too. So sorry about all the videos that we said may come out and all these things we had planned. Kind of got taken over by working with different producers and things like that. I know you guys saw that I was working, on the Dallas Sucks thing. We mentioned that the documentary, and it's been getting great feedback, great involvement from Philadelphia fans and people all over. A lot of coverage on that. So, but this is completely different. We kind of linked up with another producer who enjoyed reading some of our sitcom scripts and really liked one of them. And we're moving forward and putting that into production now. And we're going to be just really focused on that. So sorry if we're a little late with the videos or slow with the videos, whatever the case may be, but. Big game. Huge game. Huge win for this Birds football team.
Sam Bradford, 17 for 22 touchdowns. That one pick, not his fault. Surgical.
Yep.
This offense. He can hit all the throws. It's a QB-friendly offense.
Exactly.
Alex Smith looks great in it, but Sam Bradford looked.
Yeah, he looked
awesome. He looked awesome.
He, just like you said, he can hit all the throws.
Yeah.
They just got to catch the balls, and I think that he hit a lot of the throws last year, and he got blamed a lot for being average. But I just think people were really upset with how the whole team was, and it's easy to point your finger at Sam Bradford, who hasn't really proven himself to be a reliable player his whole career. He's never led a team to the playoffs. So I think that a lot of the displaced anger was taken out on Bradford, who is what he is. Really, he really is what he is. But what he is this: when guys make plays and catch the ball, he can manage a team and manage an offense. He doesn't make many mistakes. He had some bad mechanics last year that led to a lot of underthrow, interceptions, things like overthrows, things like that here and there. But right now, he looks really mechanically sound. He looks like he's got great command, and he's making good decisions. He's reading the field very nicely, and I think that this game was a lot more indicative of how he could play in the regular season rather than last year's Green Bay game where he hit all 10 of his passes. But really it comes down to guys getting open, catching the ball, making plays. You saw Josh Huff catch a slant and take it 40 yards down the field. The quarterback could use that every now and then. You saw the clean pockets. You saw the good blocking. You saw the heavy tight end sets getting blocking. You saw a good run game. And yes, Bradford isn't a superstar, but we've been saying for the longest time now that he's a guy that if you put the right pieces around him, he's not going to hold you back. He's just not. He's a pretty good quarterback. So, is he ever going to be great? Is he our future? No. But right now, for what this team is, they can compete. And with Romo going down, which is something that we're going to obviously talk about in a minute. This division's even more wide open than I already thought it was with Romo, and now Romo's out. So you have Dak Prescott shouldering the load in Dallas. You got. Who knows what Kirk Cousins is going to do in his encore performance for the Redskins? They're just as up in the air as anyone winning the division last year, and the Giants are every year supposed to do something and they don't really do well. So this division is very wide open, and right now Sam Bradford looks like he's one of the better players on any of the teams on offense as far as just the command and the plan that we have, really. The plan that we have with these quarterbacks. You look around the league and you see teams like the Broncos and the Jets. Well, the Jets have Fitzpatrick, but more so the Broncos and the 49ers. There's a lot of teams that are struggling to get a quarterback in town that can handle anything. And we have a couple guys that, they all have their roles and they all can help win games in different aspects. So we're set at quarterback right now and for the future, and I couldn't be more happy to have a guy like Sam Bradford, a cerebral player like Sam Bradford, leading this offense and just being that steady piece that maybe any of these teams could use right now. He looks like one of the steadier players, so it's good. It's great to have.
You got to think, if he has a solid season, there's no reason why you can't get that second round pick back for him that you traded. So I think the sky's the limit with Sam Bradford this year. I think that the team's going to be good. The offensive line looks a lot better. Sam was moving around the pocket really well, so hopefully, and then we get Lane Johnson back under 10 games, which would be a huge lift for our offensive line. So,
that's another thing. They've been playing the first unit without Lane Johnson, and they looked the worst in the first game, and then Lane didn't start the second or third, and they've looked better each game.
Yeah.
Sam was hurt last week, and Wisniewski did an alright job. He was fine in there, and I think Ertz. I think that they're waiting on unleashing the passing game with the tight ends, but right now they're really proving that Ertz's blocking has become a weapon for him. That run Kenyon Barner had, Ertz chips, he breaks, seals the other guy off, and Barner has a lane that anyone could run through. So
exactly.
I mean, you're seeing a lot of development out of this team and out of this unit on offense, really getting stronger each game. And if you're patient with this offense, they'll develop into a nice offense. And then of course DGB.
Yeah, DGB. Yeah, you know me. I mean, too easy on that football, on that football touchdown. I said it like I didn't know what a touchdown was. Touchdown. Yeah, I mean, it's and that's something that we've never had in Philly. Is a guy you can just kind of chuck it up to in the corner. I mean, you had T.O. who was a baller, but that wasn't really T.O.'s game. I mean, DGB is like a mirror image of Plaxico Burress, which he used to do to us all the time.
But kill us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing from this receiving core right now. Even though guys aren't completely polished yet, and Nelson Aguilar has been disappointing to
Ruben Randall, Chris Gibbons cut.
Yeah, I mean, but I think we're bringing guys in that have the potential to do well with DGB, and
Jordan
Matthews will be good, and you just build around those guys and see what happens. But
there was once a time when guys like Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy McLemore looked at as, oh well, why do we let X go? We bring in these little guys, or they're never going to be. And now it's all, why do we let D. Jackson Macklin go, and then now we have these guys. It's like no one really ever wants to just let something develop, and then we let D. Jackson Macklin develop. They become good, and now that they're gone, everyone wants them back. So maybe Jordan Matthews and DGB will become what they were. Two really reliable good Philly players that that they'll put their hearts on the line for you, and they'll go out there and make plays for you, and they'll be a dynamic duo. Good size. We have a lot of size on this offense, and that's something that's a lot different from what Reed did really when he was here. He liked small speed guys, but I think we got a good combination of size and speed.
And I think the thing now with wide receivers is a lot of these guys, they just burst onto the scene and they come in and just ball out, and that's usually what everyone sees. Odell. Julio, Antonio Brown coming out of nowhere. So it's like these guys get in the league, but now in this day and age, kids are playing football younger. Kids are practicing more. Kids are doing stuff. They're watching highlight videos of these players, and they're getting better, and they're learning how to. And I think now it's easier for a kid to come in onto the scene and just ball out, as opposed to maybe 10 years ago. That didn't happen as much. But now we have guys that develop and are taking more time. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think we have to be patient as a fan base, because these guys are good players, and they're all getting. The thing with this roster is, everyone's getting better. And they're already pretty freaking good. And that's what's going to be huge for us. And then we're not and that's the offense. Don't even get me started on the defense. The defense is nuts. They're all getting better. That front four, they were incredible last night. And Andrew Luck, his team, he's getting a bad rap last season because his team was just garbage. But he's a good quarterback. He knows how to make plays, something out of nothing. We were collapsing the pocket on him last night and containing him.
A couple nights ago, not exactly last night. Played on Saturday, so.
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. A couple nights ago, but either way,
used to those Thursday games.
Point taken. He makes a good point. This D line is unbelievable, and they're still getting better, which is scary. Guys like Rodney McLeod, who's 25 years old. These guys are getting better. Malcolm Jenkins is about to enter the best time of his career right now in his prime, and
Fletcher Cox 25, Logan 25, Brandon Graham 25, Vinny Curry's 26.
They're 26, 27. They're all about to go into their prime in 2-3 years, and that's when this offense will catch up and get better in itself as well. And people are so used to, we won a Super Bowl, all this, but Andy Reid built up to that. It wasn't, he didn't come in the league and just immediately just start, going to NFC championships. It took a couple years to build that team and get them to go together. But it was 2-3 years down the road, and they went to a couple NFC championships. So
exactly.
You have the makings of that style of a team where it's a tough defense. You see the potential.
Yeah.
You have some holes to fill. You have some things to figure out with your cornerbacks and linebackers maybe. But Nigel Bradham's been awesome.
Yeah.
And Jordan Hicks has been. He picked up right where he left off. Looks like he didn't miss a beat. He's impressive as usual. This defense is unreal. The offense, and I know we're just talking preseason, but these are the things that we knew about this team, and now we're seeing it. So it's good. And back to the offense. One last thing. I don't really remember what I was going to say, but we did cover them.
How they're getting better. Trying to jog your memory here and how they're all improving. I mean, these guys. I love the core and how we did this offseason, locking up all these guys that we see as our future. Everyone's like, oh, you paid a lot of money to Fletcher Cox. You paid a lot of money to Lane Johnson. I mean, he's not the best example, but you paid a lot of money to these guys, and it's like, well, they're getting better.
Yeah.
So you get them now while they're good, and they're
cheaper
worth
value.
the money. Yeah, you sign them early. You can keep them. It's great. I think
the chemistry of the team is great. I mean, I think the whole Chip Kelly era kind of brought these guys together.
Yeah.
Maybe some of them disagreed with them, but old Jason Peters looks like his old self again.
Yeah,
I mean, not fully. I mean, he's not where he once was. It's kind of hard, to go back to age 28 when you're 34. But he's looked awesome. I mean,
because they're slowing the game down.
Yeah, they're slowing it down. He's looking good. Ryan Matthews is running hard. Guys that said, "Oh, you have no running backs, you have no weapons." I mean, this offense, they showed that they can make some plays.
You don't really need a top tier running back to be that good. I mean,
I like Barner too.
Look when last year when Lynch was out for the Seahawks, they just put Rawls in there, and he just went off. He went off.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, Charkandrick West, Spencer Ware last year went off.
Exactly.
Jeremy Langford on the Bears. Yeah, I mean, the Patriots, they have a new running back every year. So it's like you put the guys in, and
you just
as Chip Kelly said, it's the system. You just gotta execute.
Exactly.
You just gotta execute.
You block your lanes. You make sure the guys get in their lanes, get in and out, and it's great. And you really have to be careful with this Eagles team, because if you sleep on that offense and you let that defense pound you up, they're going to score a couple times and they're going to beat you. So I mean, if you're an opponent, you really got to be careful. If you want to take their offense lightly, you might just get beat.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
Exactly.
Underestimated.
There's a couple. There's a couple playmakers, and I love DGB. I think he's going to be awesome here. So, he's got plenty of time. Remember, these guys are 23 years old. DGB's 23 years old. Just turned 23 years old. That's unreal. That's unreal.
They're all getting better.
But I remember what I was going to say from earlier to close the video out.
Say it.
You were naming receivers that broke out. Like Odell Beckham and guys that just burst on the scene right away. But then you mentioned Antonio Brown, and that guy was a late round pick. I believe he was picked in the 5th round, and he didn't come in his rookie year and just be amazing. It took him a while to get there. He was behind Mike Wallace on the depth chart in Pittsburgh for a while, and people thought Wallace was better, but the Steelers were like, "Nah, get this guy out of here. We're going to give Antonio Brown this extension. We're going to get Mike Wallace out of here." And now look at him, best receiver in the league. So. The bottom line is you just stick with someone. Just because Antonio Brown wasn't putting up 1,500 yards every year his first couple years in the NFL, that doesn't matter. You have to stick with a guy and develop him in your system. Some guys need that. They need to learn more. They need to take things in, and they'll develop into good players. So guys like DGB, Jordan Matthews, Aguilar's starting to annoy me a little bit. But all these guys, they need some more reps, and they need to keep getting better, and you need to keep the same core around, not just switch guys out because when they're 23 years old, they're not Randy Moss and freaking Terrell Owens, So you don't give up on guys. I love Jordan Matthews, love DGB. I want to see these guys play a couple years out here on their rookie contract still. We need to do Jordan Matthews deal. But, they're not going to be that expensive. Jordan Matthews isn't a A.J. Green or Julio Jones. He's not going to demand that much money. He loves Philly. These guys are going to be here, and they're going to be on solid team-friendly deals. They're going to want to keep, this team intact and win games. And that's what I love about this team is that everyone's willing to sacrifice to win some games.
There's a couple holes there, but you see a nice foundation being built. So that's gonna be it for us, guys. And like we said, we're sorry about being busy and stuff, but this this pilot and this getting the show is something that's very near and dear to us. So I mean we set up a GoFundMe. We put the link in the description of this video. feel free to just check it out. Just, give it a look. If you want to donate, great. If not, no worries. Any support, though, you guys can, either sharing the link, anything like that helps. We want to get awareness. We need 5K to do it, and 5K is not an insurmountable amount of money, so we can spread enough awareness.
Yeah, we do think we are going to get this money, and honestly, we're shooting in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we're going to shoot in Philadelphia.
So the pilot's going to, it's our hometown.
It's centered around Philly, so
yeah, we're shooting the first episode of the sitcom that me and him wrote. So like a Friends or any of your favorite shows, King of Queens, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, things like that. So, it's a half-hour comedy series. We wrote it. We'll think you guys will really like it.
Yeah.
And if you want to be an extra in it, and you contact us if you want to know more about it.
Yeah.
We can't talk about it much on a public forum like this in detail. However, we can discuss privately if you'd like to know a little bit more information about it. If you want to donate, share our link. Get some donations, help us out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get this money. We know that. We're just trying to get everyone involved. That's more important to us. Get everyone involved.
Involvement is more important.
We know things are gonna work out, and we want everyone to be a part of it. So if you want to be an extra, anything like that, just hit us up.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm having a little indigestion here, but
noticed.
let us know.
I taste it.
Yeah, let us know, and we'll be happy to. We'll be happy to talk to you a little more about it and give you more information, but we just can't wait. We're really pumped up.
Yeah, we're really excited, guys. So thank you for joining us. We will see you Thursday early afternoon because we have the game on Thursday, the last preseason game. So we'll see you there with Bird Buzz. So get your questions ready for that. And Fly Eagles Fly. Fly Eagles Fly.